Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, my custom texture pack, as you can see here, as well as the mods that I use. So we're just going to hop on the Sprawl mode real quick. So as you can see, I have a custom texture pack that changes the looks of a bunch of things, such as, the totems, the swords, changes the model sizes of the carrots and the rockets, stuff like that. Now these types of texture packs can be created using Vanilla Tweaks, Vanilla Tweaks website, and I'll link that down in the description below. But I will actually release this pack to you guys if you guys want to use specifically my pack. And this has things like, quieter rain, quieter minecarts, quieter villagers, stuff like that. It lowers the sounds of different, annoying things, as well as, makes the utility smaller, gives it a better looking font. It gives some, I don't know what it's called. But it changes the color of the hearts and the food and stuff. And overall, I just like using it so much better than, the default texture pack. So yeah, I will be releasing that pack. And the mods that I use, actually, are just, they're mostly just client-side mods. And I use only few server side. The server side mods that I do use do not change the behavior of the game in any way, so it's just vanilla, just with optimizations and stuff, kind of like Optifine or Sodium, but on the server side. So going through my mods here, got apple skin. This helps me determine how much saturation I have. That's this yellow part down here, saturation. And so it'll tell me if, I need to eat. I'll know exactly when I'm gonna need to start eating, and then once I do, it'll tell me how much saturation and hunger it'll give me down there flashing at the bottom. And it'll also tell me how much hearts it will give me. I eat, boom. And also, if you hover over a food, it'll tell you exactly how much food and saturation it gives you. The next mod is Axiom. This is a building mod for creative. It's how I made... What did I make with Axiom? I made this skyscraper schematic. It's not an actual building quite yet, but this schematic I made using Axiom, using some of their building features. You can find a lot more about Axiom. Chest tracker basically just stores all of the items that I have in a database, and so I can click on any one of these items and it'll tell me exactly where I can find some of that item in which chest. It'll highlight the chest that item is in, and it makes it's a world that doesn't have a storage system. It makes it so much better and easier to find things. The next mod is continuity. So this just incorporates a basic Optifine feature. It's these connected textures here. Yeah, it's just a mod that does the same thing as what Optifine used to do, because it's not built into Sodium like it is Optifine. In this, it works for glass, grass, dirt path. Let me think. I'm sure there's a couple other ones, but it's mostly just glass for glass stuff. Because the regular glass just looks horrible in my opinion. The next mod here is enhanced block entities. And so what this does is it takes block entities, such as like chests and stuff, and it makes them into actual blocks rather than like entities like how an item would be. So like this is an entity right here. That's gonna, if there's a bunch of these, that's gonna lag out your PC and just not make the game very fun. And so making a bunch of chests and stuff into actual blocks significantly improves your performance. Let's see. Entity culling. So this mod actually does a similar thing with reducing entity count. And so what this does is it takes these entities here, so like the mobs and stuff, and if they're out of your view, it completely unrenders the entities so that they're not actually affecting your computer's like running. It's not affecting how your computer runs when they aren't in view. And this just helps to increase your frame rate and just not have like weird FPS drops whenever you're looking in a certain area. Essential. So this mod helps to like have like a social feature, and it just makes Minecraft so much easier to play. It makes it similar to other games where you've got like a messaging system and a friend system. You can access your Minecraft folder easily, have your screenshots easily visible. They've got some cosmetics, but I don't really use those. What they also have is, if we hop off the server here, you can actually create a local server on one of your single player worlds by just inviting somebody here. And, you know, I've already invited him. So now my world is open for people to join. And they can, you know, they can join you without you having to make a whole server for it. It's just a really easy way to have multiplayer, kind of like how you would on Bedrock. All right. Next mod here is free cam. So this just allows me to kind of look around without having to actually move my player character. Makes it easier to like look around stuff. Now this free cam is only affected by transparent blocks, so blocks like glass can fly through, but blocks like wood or stone or grass I can't fly through. So it's not able to be used as like an X-ray. It's only able to be used like a normal camera would be. Anywhere where I could access normally, I could access with a free cam. Next mod is immediately fast. This one is just an optimization mod. Yeah, it just speeds up rendering. Sodium, or indium, sorry. This is a add-on to Sodium that helps support some rendering stuff. So we can use Iris, which is a shader mod. As you can see here. So you can download shaders and then use them in the world. Yeah, it looks super cool. But you need Iris to actually run this with Sodium. So our next mod here is Litematica. This mod is a lifesaver. So what this mod does is it takes schematics and it is able to load them into a world so that you can build based off of the schematic. So this big building here isn't actually real. It's just a schematic I've pasted into the world and am planning to build at some point. But yeah, so you can take schematic of quite literally anything. So I actually built a schematic of this house here in creative mode, and then I pasted it over here in the survival world, and I built it. And this just helps with, like, you know, making the storage system over there and stuff like that. Alright, this is the library for the library mod, so you just need this mod to run Linomatica. Which is, you know, it's required. Mini HUD is the mod I use for, like, overlay light level. So this tells me, you know, what light level this block is at and if I need to put a torch down or not. It's just a really useful mod for that, among other things. You've got overlay conduit range, so this one just tells you, like, the range of conduit, range of a beacon, the biome borders, so, like, the borders on which, like, each biome is at. There's stuff for, like, spawn chunks, structures, villager info, like the trades and stuff, collision boxes. There's a shape renderer, so you can add, like, a sphere, and it'll tell you exactly where to place the blocks to make the sphere. It's a very useful mod for, like, rendering and stuff like that. Oops, that's Linomatica. The next mod here is mod menu. So this is the mod that actually enables this scrollable mod menu. Yeah, it's very, very useful for looking at all your mods and trying to figure out exactly which mods you have. No fog completely removes the fog from the game, so there would be fog on the edges of my render distance here if I didn't have the mod enabled. And in the nether, specifically, if I can get over there, in the nether specifically, there's, like, quite literally no fog, and it's much, much easier to see everything around you. As you can see, I can see so much farther than I previously would be able to. And it just makes your life so much easier, especially if you're trying to build in the nether. Our next mod here is replay mod, and so this just allows me to go to replays. Where's the replays at? I guess it's on the main menu. Yeah. So this just allows me to make different... This just allows me to make different, you know, replays of what I'm doing. So this is a replay of me building the volcano here. Allows me to just, you know, record myself doing that and make time lapses, make other types of, like, video form stuff. You can add keyframes, position frames, so you can create, like, panning cameras, stuff like that. Our next mod here is Shulker Box Tooltip. This is the mod that allows me to just hover over a shulker box and see exactly what's in it. This is very, very useful for, like, when you have a very, very large amount of shulker boxes, especially if they're all in, like, one single chest. You're not exactly sure which one is in each one. As you can see, if I come over here, I have a chest with a bunch of shulker boxes in it. And it just allows me to just hover over it, see exactly what's in it, and take the exact shulker box I need. Our next mod here is Sodium. This is just an optimization mod, kind of like Optifine, that is more compatible with other mods, other client-side mods, like the ones I've already shown you. Yeah, so it's basically just Optifine, but better, in my opinion. Let's see. Where is it? That's a mod that goes with Chest Tracker. It just allows it to work. Minimap and world map. these mods just enable me to have a mini map, like as you can see in the top left, and a world map, which just allows me to track exactly where everything's at, without having to, write down coordinates in a separate app or anything. It's very, very, very useful. So that's all the client-side mods I have. Okay, so the list of server mods I've pulled up right now. And so the first mod is actually going to be Carpet Mod. And this is a optimization mod that just allows me the server to run a little bit better. As well as it allows me to spawn in players for AFKing farms. So let's say, like, I went to AFK the shulker farm overnight. I don't have to leave my PC on. I can just do this, and I'll have a player right here that I can spawn in wherever I want. Look at that. They even had some stuff for me. The next one is Ferret Core, and that mod is an optimization mod that just reduces the memory usage of the server and just allows the server to run a lot better on less memory. And the last one is Krypton, which is a similar mod to Ferret Core. It just allows for sorry, hold on. It allows for the server to run much, much better with limited amounts of memory. Cool. So that's all the mods that I have. Again, I'm going to be releasing the resource pack that I use regularly in the description of the video, as well as linking the Vanilla Tweaks website that I used to create the resource pack in the description as well. If you did enjoy, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I hope to see you in another video. See ya.